Have you ever been in a conversation with someone in English, maybe a movie, maybe a real person, and they said something like, "It's raining cats and dogs outside," and you looked out the window and there were zero cats, zero dogs, just rain, perfectly normal rain. And you stood there thinking, what is happening? Why are they talking about animals? Yeah, if that's ever been you, welcome. You are in exactly the right place today.
Man, that confusion is so real. I still remember the very first time someone said to me, break a leg before a big presentation, and I genuinely thought, is this person threatening me? Like, do they want me to get hurt? I had absolutely no idea it meant good luck. None whatsoever. I just smiled and slowly backed away.
Okay, that is hilarious and also completely understandable because that's the thing about idioms. They make zero sense if you try to translate them word for word. The meaning is hidden inside the phrase. And today we are unlocking all of it. 50 of the most common English idioms, the ones you'll hear in movies and TV shows, at work, with friends, everywhere. And by the end of these three parts, you're not just going to know them, you're going to get them. Feel them, be able to use them naturally.
Welcome to the Daily English Conversation Club. I'm Leo.
And I'm Zara. And if you are brand new here, we are so happy you found us. This is the place where we have real conversations in natural English so that you can learn the way people actually speak. Not textbook English, not robotic, perfect classroom English. Real English. The kind that makes someone say to you, wow, your English sounds so natural. That's the goal, every single episode.
And today is a big one. 50 idioms. We're breaking them into three parts, about 17 idioms per part, so it never feels overwhelming. We're explaining each one, give you real examples, tell you little stories, and just talk like two friends, which we are.
Exactly. And before we get started, we have a question for you. What is the most confusing idiom you have ever heard? The one that made you completely stop and think, what on earth does that mean? Drop it in the comments below. We read every single comment, every one, and we genuinely love hearing from you.
Also, if you haven't subscribed to the Daily English Conversation Club yet, please do it right now. Hit that button and share this with a friend who's also learning English. Because honestly, learning together makes the whole journey so much more fun. Okay, are we ready?
We are so ready. Let's go.
Okay, so first, super quickly, what actually is an idiom? Because I think a lot of people have a general feeling for it but couldn't fully explain it.
Right, yeah. So an idiom is basically a phrase, usually two or more words, where the actual meaning is completely different from what the individual words say. Like if someone says it's raining cats and dogs, the words cats and dogs and raining are all perfectly normal words, but together in that phrase, they mean something totally different. It means it's raining very heavily. There are no animals involved.
Exactly. And the tricky part is you cannot guess the meaning just from the words. You have to already know the idiom, which is why native speakers can sound so confusing to learners because they throw these in constantly without even realizing it.
Without even thinking about it. They're completely automatic. And if you don't know the idiom, you just get lost. You're standing there trying to figure out if there's literally a cat falling from the sky somewhere.
uh, okay, let's start fixing that. Part 1, idioms 1 through 17. Number 1, hit the nail on the head. This means you said something exactly right, perfectly, precisely correct.
So imagine you and a friend are trying to figure out why your boss has been acting strange lately. And you say, I think she's just really stressed about the new project. And your friend goes, you hit the nail on the head. That means, yes, exactly. You got it perfectly right.
Love it. Number 2, bite the bullet. This means to force yourself to do something difficult or painful that you've been putting off or avoiding. You just do it. You face it.
Like, I've been putting off going to the dentist for months, but I finally just bit the bullet and booked an appointment. And actually, the origin of this one is fascinating. Back before modern medicine, soldiers would literally bite down on a bullet during surgery because there was nothing else to manage the pain. Isn't that wild?
That is dark and also amazing at the same time. Number 3, under the weather. This simply means feeling a little sick, not seriously ill, just not great. A bit tired, maybe a mild cold, a headache.
Hey, are you coming to the party tonight? Probably not. I'm feeling a bit under the weather. Clean, simple, supernatural. You will hear this one constantly.
Number 4, once in a blue moon. This means something happens very rarely, almost never.
Like, my brother and I only see each other once in a blue moon, maybe once or twice a year. Or it only snows here once in a blue moon. The interesting thing is a blue moon is when you get 2 full moons in one calendar month, which really doesn't happen often. So the phrase makes sense once you know that.
Oh, I never knew that. That's actually really cool. Number 5, spill the beans. This means to reveal a secret, either by accident or on purpose.
Oh no, I think I let the cat out of the bag about his promotion. I didn't know he hadn't told anyone yet. Just the secret escaped. Oops.
Number 12, bite off more than you can chew. This means you've taken on more work or responsibility than you can actually handle.
I feel this one on a deeply personal level. One time I signed up for 3 online courses, started a new exercise routine, and tried to learn guitar all in the same month. I absolutely, completely bit off way more than I could chew. I didn't finish any of those things.
That is aggressively relatable. 13, add fuel to the fire to make an already bad situation significantly worse.
Like 2 coworkers are already in a tense argument about a project, and then a third person walks in and makes a careless comment that makes both of them even angrier. That person added fuel to the fire. They didn't help, they made it worse.
14, burn bridges to permanently destroy a relationship or professional connection in a way that you cannot fix or undo.
Think carefully before you quit like that. You don't want to burn bridges. You might need that person's reference someday. It's usually used as a warning. Don't close doors permanently if you don't have to.
15, get out of hand. A situation becomes out of control.
The argument started over something small, but it got out of hand really fast. Suddenly, everyone was involved. Or the party got out of hand when someone called the neighbors. Very visual, very useful.
16, hit the sack. To go to bed, to go to sleep.
I am exhausted. I'm gonna hit the sack early tonight. Super casual, very natural, very common in American English especially. You can also say hit the hay. Same meaning, same vibe.
And 17, wrap your head around something to fully understand something that feels complex or strange or confusing.
I genuinely cannot wrap my head around why people enjoy watching horror movies. My brain refuses. Or it took me a while, but I finally wrapped my head around how the tax system works. Often used in the negative, meaning I just can't wrap my head around it, meaning it's still confusing to you.
Okay, 17 idioms in. How are we feeling? Honestly, do any of these feel familiar? Like you've heard them before but never quite knew what they meant, and now it all clicks?
That click is everything. And if you need to, pause here, replay that section, say the idioms out loud, because hearing them is one thing, but saying them, even just to yourself, is where the real learning happens. Your mouth needs to practice, not just your ears.
Yes, and drop a comment. Which of these 17 is your new favorite? Or which one surprised you the most? We genuinely check the comments. We love them.
Quick vocab moment before we move on. Just a few words that came up naturally today that are worth knowing. Precise, exactly correct, no room for error. Exaggerated, described as bigger or more extreme than it really is. And practical, useful in real everyday situations, not just in theory.
And a small grammar note. Did you notice that most of these idioms use really simple grammar? Simple present tense mostly. It cost an arm and a leg. The ball is in your court. It takes 2 to tango. Simple present is used for general truths and current situations, so it fits idioms perfectly.
Don't overthink the grammar. The phrases themselves are already simple. Part 2 is coming right up, and honestly, some of the most fun idioms are in the next batch. Don't go anywhere.
You know what's genuinely funny? Native speakers have absolutely no idea how many idioms they use in a single day, like zero awareness. I was on the phone with my cousin last week, just a casual 10-minute call, and she used "I was on the fence," "it was a blessing in disguise," and "we're finally on the same page," all three in one conversation. She wasn't even trying to be expressive. That's just how she talks.
And if you don't know those 3 idioms, you are completely lost in that conversation. You're nodding and smiling, but internally, you have no idea what's happening, which is exactly why we're doing this. Welcome back to part 2 of our 50 most common idioms episode. I'm Zara.
And I'm Leo. If you missed part 1, go back and watch it first. We covered idioms 1 through 17. This is 18 to 35, and they're good ones.
Oh, and right here in the middle of the episode, we want to say if you've been enjoying this, please subscribe to Daily English Conversation Club right now. And share this episode with someone who's learning English. You might actually change their life a little bit. Also, drop a comment telling us what situation in real life do you most want to use idioms in? Work? School? Travel? Meeting new people? Tell us. We plan future episodes based on what you share with us.
All right, number 18, on the fence. This means you're undecided. You haven't made up your mind yet about something.
Are you going to take that new job offer? Honestly, I'm still on the fence. I can't decide. You're sitting right in the middle, not leaning either way yet.
19, a blessing in disguise. Oh, this is one of my favorite idioms in the English language. It means something that seemed bad or disappointing at first, but turned out to actually be good, maybe even better than what you originally wanted.
This one is so beautiful because it's so true to real life. Like, imagine you miss your train and you're so annoyed. But then, while you're waiting for the next one, you start talking to a stranger, and they turn out to become one of your closest friends. Missing that train was a blessing in disguise.
I love that. 20, be on the same page. When 2 or more people have the same understanding about something, same information, same expectations, same plan.
Used constantly at work. Before we start this project, let's have a quick meeting to make sure we're all on the same page.
No one has different information. No one is confused. Everyone is aligned. Very professional, very natural.
21. Bite the dust. This means to fail dramatically or to stop working entirely, and it's often used a little humorously.
My laptop finally bit the dust this morning, meaning it died completely. It doesn't turn on anymore. It is gone. This one gets used for machines, for plans that failed, even dramatically sometimes for people in storytelling.
22. Barking up the wrong tree. This means you're looking in the wrong place or blaming or accusing the wrong person entirely.
So, if someone thinks you ate their food from the fridge but you didn't touch it, you might say, "Hey, you're really barking up the wrong tree. I didn't even go into the kitchen today." It's a polite but firm way of saying your suspicion is pointed completely the wrong direction.
23. Beat around the bush. To avoid saying something directly, to talk around the main point without actually getting to it.
Okay, you've been hinting at something for 10 minutes. Stop beating around the bush and just tell me what happened. This is what you say when someone is clearly dancing around the topic and you want them to just come out and say it already.
24. Cut corners. To do something in a way that is cheaper, quicker, or less careful than it should be, usually to save time or money at the expense of quality.
I think this restaurant has started cutting corners on ingredients. The food just doesn't taste the same anymore. Or they cut corners during construction and now the building has problems. It implies carelessness, not a compliment.
25. Pull someone's leg. To joke with someone or tease them in a playful, friendly way.
Wait, you won the lottery? Relax, I'm just pulling your leg. So it's teasing, but affectionate teasing, not mean. And you can also ask, "Are you pulling my leg?" Meaning, are you joking? Are you serious right now?
26. Sit on the fence. Similar to being on the fence, but this one is more about the deliberate, ongoing choice to stay neutral and not take any side.
She always sits on the fence during team debates. She never commits to one position. It can sound a bit negative sometimes, like the person is being cowardly about having an opinion.
27. It takes 2 to tango. Both people in a conflict or situation are responsible. You can't simply blame one person entirely.
He's saying it was completely her fault, but honestly, it takes two to tango. He wasn't exactly innocent in that argument either. Very useful in discussions about relationships, disagreements, negotiations, anywhere blame gets thrown around.
28. Go back to the drawing board, to abandon the current plan because it failed and start completely fresh from the beginning.
The whole concept didn't work. The client rejected everything. We have to go back to the drawing board. Imagine literally going back to a blank whiteboard or paper where the original plan was sketched out. Starting over, clean slate.
29. The last straw. The final problem in a long series of problems. The one that finally pushes someone past their limit.
You might know the longer version, the straw that broke the camel's back. Same idea. Imagine a camel carrying straw, piece by piece. Eventually, one last piece, even a tiny one, just breaks everything. Like your coworker is always late, always a little rude, never pulls their weight, and then one day they eat your lunch from the office fridge. That is the last straw. You're done.
The lunch theft, the ultimate betrayal in any workplace. 30. Under someone's thumb, to be completely controlled or dominated by another person. No freedom, no independence.
She used to be so confident and independent, but in that relationship, she was completely under his thumb. He made every single decision for her. Usually used negatively, it implies unhealthy control.
31. Give the benefit of the doubt, to choose to trust someone or believe their explanation, even when you're not completely sure they're telling the truth.
He was late again, but I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe there really was a problem with the trains. It's a generous, kind thing to do. You're choosing to believe the best interpretation of someone's actions.
32. In hot water, in serious trouble with someone.
He's really in hot water with his parents after coming home at 3 in the morning without calling. Oh yeah, that's a tough conversation waiting to happen.
33. Jump on the bandwagon, to start doing something or supporting something popular, mainly because everyone else is doing it, not because of any deep personal belief.
Everyone seems to be jumping on the wellness bandwagon right now. Suddenly, everyone owns a yoga mat and drinks green smoothies. It's a little bit of a gentle criticism, like, are you doing this because you genuinely believe in it, or just because it's trendy?
34. Miss the boat, to miss an opportunity that is now gone. It's too late.
If you wanted to invest in that company, you should have done it 2 years ago. I think you've missed the boat. There's a slightly sad quality to this idiom. The boat is left. You're on the dock. You can't get on anymore.
And 35. Hit the ground running, to start something with immediate energy, confidence, and productivity. No slow warm-up. You're just immediately going.
She started the new job on Monday and absolutely hit the ground running. She was already presenting new ideas to the whole team by Wednesday. That's impressive. That's the kind of energy people admire.
Can I just say something? I love how many of these idioms come from really physical, real-world images, like the camel's back, the drawing board, the fence, the boat. They all started as actual physical pictures that people understood, and over time, they just became phrases.
Yes, that's what I love about idioms too. They carry history and culture inside them. When you learn an idiom, you're not just learning a phrase, you're learning something about how people thought, what their daily lives look like, what they valued. It makes learning English feel like archaeology a little bit.
Okay, that might be the best description of language learning I've ever heard. 15 more to go in part 3, and they are some really great ones. We'll see you there.
Before part 3, though, here's your challenge for this section. Pick any 3 idioms from part 2. Write your own sentence for each one. Real sentences about your actual life, your day, your feelings. Not textbook sentences. Your sentences. Post them in the comments. We want to read them.
Okay, we are in the final stretch. 35 idioms down and 15 to go. And honestly, doesn't it feel like English is just a little bit more open now? Like there are fewer locked doors? Because that's what this is. Every idiom you learn is a door that was locked before and now it's open. You understand more, you can say more, you can connect more.
I love that. Welcome to part 3, the final part of the biggest episode we've done on this channel. I'm Leo.
And I'm Zara, and we are finishing strong today. The last 15 idioms are honestly some of my personal favorites. Let's not waste any time.
36. bite someone's head off. To respond to someone with sudden, intense, disproportionate anger, usually over something small or innocent.
I just quietly asked if she needed any help with the project and she completely bit my head off. Like the reaction was way too big for the situation. Usually happens when someone is already very stressed and they take it out on the wrong person. We've all done it. We've all been on both sides of it.
37. Feel under the gun. To feel intense pressure to do something quickly, usually because of a tight deadline.
With the report due first thing tomorrow morning, I'm really feeling under the gun right now. That specific kind of stress when time is running out and the pressure is building. Very, very relatable.
38. In the heat of the moment. Doing or saying something because of intense, overwhelming emotion right in that instant without thinking it through clearly.
Okay, we are in the final stretch. 35 idioms down and 15 to go. And honestly, doesn't it feel like English is just a little bit more open now? Like there are fewer locked doors? Because that's what this is. Every idiom you learn is a door that was locked before and now it's open. You understand more, you can say more, you can connect more.
I love that. Welcome to part 3, the final part of the biggest episode we've done on this channel. I'm Leo.
And I'm Zara, and we are finishing strong today. The last 15 idioms are honestly some of my personal favorites. Let's not waste any time.
36. Bite someone's head off. To respond to someone with sudden, intense, disproportionate anger, usually over something small or innocent.
I just quietly asked if she needed any help with the project and she completely bit my head off. Like the reaction was way too big for the situation. Usually happens when someone is already very stressed and they take it out on the wrong person. We've all done it. We've all been on both sides of it.
37. Feel under the gun. To feel intense pressure to do something quickly, usually because of a tight deadline.
With the report due first thing tomorrow morning, I'm really feeling under the gun right now. That specific kind of stress when time is running out and the pressure is building. Very, very relatable.
38. In the heat of the moment. Doing or saying something because of intense, overwhelming emotion right in that instant without thinking it through clearly first.
I didn't mean it the way it came out. I was just so frustrated. I said it in the heat of the moment. This is often used as an explanation, or sometimes as an apology. You weren't thinking clearly. The emotions took over. Very human, very honest.
39. Throw in the towel. To give up, to admit defeat, and stop trying, to surrender.
After 4 hours of trying to assemble that furniture with missing instructions, he finally threw in the towel and called his neighbor for help. And honestly, sometimes throwing in the towel is the right and smart decision. It doesn't always mean weakness. Sometimes it means you know your limits. This idiom comes from boxing. A trainer throws a towel into the ring to stop the fight and protect their fighter.
40. Take it with a grain of salt. To not fully believe something. To listen to it, but stay a little skeptical about whether it's completely true.
He claims this new diet will change everything about how you feel within a week, but I'd take that with a grain of salt. Don't dismiss it entirely, but don't believe it without question either. Be cautiously open.
41. Set in stone. A decision or plan that is completely final and absolutely cannot be changed.
Is the meeting time set in stone, or is there still some flexibility? And the opposite is equally useful. Nothing is set in stone yet, meaning things can still change. You'll hear both versions constantly.
42. Sit tight. To wait patiently without taking any action. Just hold on and trust the process.
I know you're anxious for the results. Just sit tight. We'll have news very soon. It's a calming phrase. You're telling someone, don't panic, don't do anything drastic, just wait. It's coming.
43. Steal someone's thunder. To take attention, credit, or excitement away from someone else, often accidentally, but sometimes deliberately.
This one is such a specific feeling. Like you've been building up to share some really exciting news with your family, and right before you do, someone else in the room announces something even bigger. And suddenly, everyone's attention has moved completely away from you. They stole your thunder. your moment is gone.
44. No strings attached. Something is being offered completely freely with no conditions, no hidden expectations, and no obligations in return.
Try the full service free for 30 days, no strings attached, meaning try it, and if you don't want to continue, just stop. No pressure, no contracts, no hidden fees. Very commonly used in advertising, but also in personal situations, like I'm offering to help, and there are genuinely no strings attached.
45. Cut to the chase. To skip unnecessary introduction or background and get directly to the main point.
Okay, I appreciate the context, but let's cut to the chase. Are you accepting the job offer or not? It's direct. It can sound slightly impatient, but usually it's just efficient. People who are busy say this a lot.
46. Hang in there. Keep going. Don't give up. You can get through this.
This one is just so warm. It's what you say to someone who's going through something difficult. I know this week has been absolutely brutal, but hang in there. It won't always feel like this. It's encouragement. It's human kindness in 3 short words.
47. Blow off steam. To release built-up stress, frustration, or strong emotion through some kind of activity.
That meeting completely drained me. I'm going for a long run tonight just to blow off some steam. Exercise works, so does talking to a friend, or cooking, or cleaning, or music. Anything that helps you let the tension out before it builds up too much inside you.
48. See eye to eye. To agree with someone, to share the same view or opinion on something.
They don't always see eye to eye on political topics, but they respect each other completely, and they're still great friends. And the negative version is just as common. We just don't see eye to eye on this one, meaning we disagree, and that's okay.
49. A stitch in time saves 9. If you deal with a small problem right now, you're prevented from becoming a much bigger, harder problem later.
You should get that small crack in the wall fixed now rather than waiting. A stitch in time saves 9. This one is more of a proverb, but it's used as an idiom and it's genuinely wise advice. Handle things early. Prevention beats cure every single time.
And number 50, the big one, the final one. Every cloud has a silver lining.
Even in the most difficult, painful, frustrating situations, there is always something positive, something to find, something to learn, something to hold on to. You might have to look for it. It might not be obvious at first, but it's there. Every cloud has a silver lining. I think this might genuinely be my favorite idiom in the entire English language, because it's not just a phrase, it's a philosophy. It's a way of moving through the hard moments.
Okay, myth versus reality time. Myth number 1, you need to memorize all 50 idioms perfectly before you can use any of them. Reality, absolutely not. Pick 5, just 5 that feel natural to you and that fit your real life. Use those 5, get comfortable, then add 5 more. That's how language actually works.
Okay, let's zoom out for a second. We covered 50 idioms today across 3 parts, and the big idea underneath all of it is this. Language is not just vocabulary and grammar. Language is culture. Language is history. Language is emotion and connection and shared human experience. When you learn an idiom, you are not just learning a phrase. You're learning something about how people feel and think and talk to each other.
And that is why we do this. That is why we started the Daily English Conversation Club, because we genuinely believe that learning English isn't just about passing a test or getting a job, although those things are great. It's about connection, being able to reach across to someone and have a real conversation. And idioms are a huge part of that. They're the texture of language, the warmth in it.
And that brings us to our favorite moment of every episode, our Daily English Moment.
Today's Daily English Moment is this. Language learning isn't about being perfect. It has never been about being perfect. It's about being brave enough to try, brave enough to say the idiom even if you're not 100% sure, brave enough to make the mistake and learn from it, brave enough to keep going even when it's hard.
Say one idiom today, just one, in a text message to a friend, in a work email, out loud to yourself in the mirror. That counts. That is practice. That is real growth.
All right, if you made it all the way through all 3 parts of this episode, you are genuinely amazing. That is real commitment to your English, and we're so proud of you.
Here is your final challenge for the whole episode. Choose 5 idioms, any 5, from any part, and write one real sentence for each about your life, your day, your feelings, your experiences. Post them in the comments below. We will read every single one, and the ones we love most, we're going to feature them in our next episode.
And don't forget, subscribe to the Daily English Conversation Club if you haven't yet. Share this video with a friend who's learning English. And if there's a topic you want us to cover, something you struggle with, something you're curious about, leave it in the comments. We plan our episodes based on what you tell us.
Next time on the Daily English Conversation Club, we're tackling phrasal verbs, the ones that make everyone's head spin. Give up, get away with, run into, put off. Yeah, it's going to be a really good one. Don't miss it.
Until then, hang in there, keep learning, keep going, and always remember, every cloud has a silver lining.
Bye, everyone.
See you in the next one.